You are annoying, and I don't like you.
You are too. I just met you 10 minutes ago.
Oh, God, we love each other. Hopefully
You got the pizzazz, man.
Oh, I do have the pizzazz.
You do.
I do. Would you ever think of that one? Everyone about that word pizzazz, where that comes from?
I don't know. It seems Italian, though. You said you're Italian.
I am Italiano.
Yeah.
But what's pizzazz? Like pizzazz?
What is it?
What is it?
I don't know.
You just used it. I didn't use the word. You used it.
I don't know the definition. But charisma. Charisma.
We should do a show.
Let's do it.
We should
about to do it?
Get these guys to film it. Okay, here we go. This is not serious, and then we can get back to our malarkey. Okay. 3.
Sydney Colson can always light up the room, man. That's one thing about her. Since she's been in Indy, she's been nothing but jokes and smiles.
2, 1. Thanks, Pat. It is once again time to go around the house. And holy smokes, if you haven't been paying attention, the Fever, they got like a revolving door on the front door. They're bringing in elite players to match up with the elite players from a year ago. And I said this a million times, and I really mean this, as someone who's been in sports PR for about 100 years. The Fever are the most publicized, talked about women's professional basketball team in the world. Not the league, not the country, the world. And who better to join us this morning? My new best friend, who I used to not to like, but now we got chatting, and now I just kind of, now I'm kind of mediocre.
You like it a little more?
Maybe a little bit more. The great Sydney Colson. Welcome, morning, one of the newest Fever players. How are you? Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing so well. I love your energy, man.
Oh,
thank you for having me.
Thank you. You love the energy, but me, you're a little shaky, right?
I know, but we're going to work on our relationship.
Okay, let's get this right out of the gate, because people are driving their car, they're wondering, why are these two talking like this? I'm going to take you back, okay? Back to 2011. You were a player at Texas A&M. Now, first of all, I'm going to give you kudos, okay? You did something that I didn't think, and I've been watching women's basketball for 100 years. My own eyes saw Cheryl Miller play. Okay, that's how long I've been following women's basketball. You guys beat the unbeatable Brittany Griner to go to the Final Four, I believe, right? Okay, that was amazing. That you Texas A&M, what's A&M stand for?
Agriculture and Mechanical.
Agriculture. That's like my garden, okay? Whatever. So this Texas A&M team, you beat the great Brittany Griner, right? No one beats Brittany Griner. Nobody. And back then, right? Nobody, right? You beat her. Now you go to Final Four. So you can think maybe there's a letdown. But then, if I remember correctly, you play your first game of Final Four and you win by 1. You won by 1. And then you broke my heart. My school, Notre Dame, with my girl, Skylar Diggins, in my building, in my new state, Indiana, Notre Dame, we're going to win national championships. It's going to be great. And this team from Texas, Garden, and what's the M for? Mechanical engineering? Garden and Garage, Texas G&G. You beat my Irish, and that's why I don't like you.
That's tough, man. We had to compete. What you want us to do? We were the underdogs. Notre Dame wasn't supposed to make it either, though. We both beat people that they didn't want us to beat. It was supposed to be UConn and Stanford.
Okay, I'm just giving you a hard time. But seriously, when I list those accomplishments, I did a little research. But you've had this long career. You got the 2 rings. I got the rings. But let's go back.
Eddie is hilarious, bro. If you guys don't know, this is Eddie White right here. He is hilarious. This is a great combo, actually. That's why I haven't paused too much, because the conversation is pretty fluid. But look, Indiana Fever, most talked about team, most polarized, most publicized team out there in the world, Eddie states, and now Sydney Colson is a part of that. So with her being who she is, it's going to be a great season. She's going to have a lot of media. She's going to have a lot of interviews like this and a lot of funny clips and funny moments. So I'm excited for Sydney Colson. I think it's a great addition to the team so far. And I just can't wait for all the funny content this year.
Back to the first ring. What?
3 rings.
By the way, sorry if the video looks a little off. My software was reset and everything like that, so I have to fix the settings. I apologize.
You count?
I was going to say, you got 2 rings in the pro, and then we got the one that I don't want to talk about, which I'm going to talk about. Do you ever catch yourself, because now you're older, you can reflect, and you had this great pro career, you're the social media butterfly, more tarantula, and do you ever catch yourself going back, do you remember what those things I just said? Do you ever go back and go, holy mackerel, we beat Brittany Griner. We won, we could have lost by a point, and then we won. You know, how many great players have never won a national championship?
A lot of them.
You did. You ever reflect on that?
All the time. Whenever March Madness rolls back around, like, all the memories just start flooding back. So right now, especially being here, like when I decided to come to the Fever, I'm just like, I think it's going to be a special year, because something special happened for me here in the past. And it just felt like the timing was right. But yeah, that A&M team was special. That run was special. Yeah, I'm just grateful. Like I wasn't supposed to be in the league long enough to win too, so it's pretty phenomenal that it happened like so late in my career with the Aces.
You know, when the thing people love about you and hate about you is your honesty. So I'm going to ask you, if they had NIL back in the day, would
Yeah.
you have been Texas A&M for 4 years?
Yeah.
You would have.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a respectable answer right there. Gotta respect it. Get that money. Gotta respect it. At the end of the day, though, I personally don't like how the NIL is doing colleges. I think there's no loyalty. It's ruining the game. It's pumping girls' heads up. Not just girls, men's. People are getting way too much money at a young age, and now they're going into the pros rich. And just like Shaq literally just said this morning, players in the NBA, they don't care. They don't care. They don't play hard. You look at a guy like Russ. Look at him. He's getting paid $2 million. He's getting paid less than 90% of the league, and he plays harder than every single one of you every night. There's not one guy he said that you can name who plays harder than Russell Westbrook. Not one. Not one on every single night. It's not about the money, man. It's about the passion for the game. And Shaq stated, a lot of these dudes don't play for passion. They play for money. They play for money. So the NIL is ruining the game.
Yeah, because I stayed for it, but I'm like, I wish they,
I think housing and everything should be taken care of. Yes, maybe get a stipend for the month or whatever the case is, but we're talking about kids getting hundreds and thousands of dollars, bro. Buying jewelry, doing all kind of stuff, buying whips. Like 18 years old. No problem, but it's like, man, how, aren't you supposed to work?
So I just take.
Before we get,
Bro, are you supposed to work to get to the pros for this? You know what I'm saying? That's the point. So let's get back to the interview. I got to skip through.
national
a
championship,
lot of them
you did.
happened for me here in the past, and it just felt like it's
The NIL back in the day, would
Yeah.
you have been Texas A&M for 4 years?
yeah.
You would have.
Yeah, because I stayed for it, but I'm like, I wish they, I wish that was around for us, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad that I grew up in the era that I did. I think it just so much has changed. I think like the level of focus or like the commitment. Like if I committed to a school, like my parents weren't gonna let me leave unless it was something really bad going on. Just because you're not playing, keep working to earn more minutes. Then you might be playing behind somebody older.
Good
Like
parents.
you don't just get to leave and quit on a commitment that you made. And people transfer sometimes and there are legit reasons. And then I think sometimes people are just entitled and think they should be given stuff, and you hadn't worked to earn it yet. So I'm grateful for the time that I played in, honestly.
Yeah, I've been around.
Huge point. Some people just feel like they're just leaving and go get things that they're not even really working for. They're not even really deserving of it. They're just going where the money's at.
Sports a long time, and when an athlete answers a question like you did, where you talked about reflecting back and having appreciation stuff, that's a sign of maturity. And so your parents did a hell of a job with you,
Thank
and you've become a fine young human being yourself
Thank you.
with
I
some
appreciate that.
maturity. So here we are, you're towards the later end of your career.
Yeah.
And first of all, let's go for Fever fans. They're listening.
Yeah.
Pacer fans are listening. What was it like coming into this building last year as the enemy? Because these people are crazy.
Yeah, no, nuts.
Yeah,
Nuts.
yeah.
Insane, but
People are crazy.
I think
Are crazy.
yeah, no, nuts.
Yeah,
Nuts.
yeah.
Insane, but I think in the W, you still appreciate it as the as the away team coming in, because you like seeing the attention for the league. Like it's good for the league. Yes, it's 1, 2, 3 teams being talked about. Majority in the WNBA is Indiana Aces, New York. But it's good when other people come into the buildings that get great fan support. You need to be ready to play your A game against that team, because now people are going to be watching. If you have an awesome game, they're going to be like, well, who's this player from such and such team? Maybe I need to start tuning into them more. I think that it's overall good for the league. It's just the way you view it as an opponent coming in. Like, I wish we had more people talking about our team. Well, then come in and bust their when you come here, and they'll talk about you.
Exactly. So you already know, based off that statement from Sidney Colson, you got to take advantage of the opportunity. You're going into an arena where it's going to be the most packed all season. There's no other game you're going to play in the WNBA that's going to have more fans than Indiana Fever. That's just period. I don't care who you are. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So you need to be on your A game. You need to be balling out. Take advantage. Take advantage of of the opportunity. It's right there for you. But some people like to um, just not take advantage of the moment, man, and it sucks. It sucks because instead of doing all the BS stuff on social media, man, go play good basketball. And with that being said, from Colson, you should know Indiana Fever are getting their best games out of everybody. Everybody can't wait to play at Indiana Fever. You're getting energy from them. You're getting everything. So Indiana Fever is going to have a tough season regardless because they get the best basketball out of every team. Period. Period.
You know, I don't have a lot of questions. And someone told me this once. I actually listen to whoever I'm talking
I
to.
can tell you do.
And you said something there that and this bothers me a little bit because I work for the Pacers and the Fever. This bothers me when it comes to the Pacers when you said they talk about the 2-3 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Well, turn on SportsCenter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Halliburton's had 7,000 double-doubles in a row.
Yeah.
And they will go a whole hour and talk about what AD coming back means to Dallas. Like
Like
whoa,
yeah.
we got Halliburton here doing well. The Pacers are rolling. What are you talking about? Well, in the W, the Fever are the combination Lakers, Knicks. The Fever, again, I said it, I meant it. They're the most talked about, publicized women's basketball team in the world. You get more. Look at you know how many more people are going to see you play basketball this season than any team has ever seen in the history of basketball, women's. That's amazing. Okay, so I tell you what it was like coming to.
More people are going to get to see Sydney Colson and anybody on this team play basketball than her career ever. Do you guys understand how big this is? Eddie's being straight firm. The Indiana Fever are the Lakers of the league. You understand that, like, we are that shit. Like, we are the biggest of the biggest. So, I don't know if it's fully sunk in yet, but dude, being an Indiana Fever's got to be fucking cool. I'm not going to lie. That's got to be pretty cool.
As the enemy, what's it going to be like when you walk out there and those crazies they're wearing your jersey, they're pulling for you. Now I won't because the Notre Dame thing. I will probably.
Crazy.
You gotta let that go. Don't hold grudges. That's stressful on your body. Let that
I know.
go.
I'll get therapy for that. But what's it gonna be like when you walk out there and
It's
those
gonna be
crazy
cool.
people are pulling for you?
I'm excited for it. Like I'm ready for it. I think I have a good relationship with Kelsey Mitchell. We played in Athletes Unlimited, like another pro league, in the off season together for about 3 years. And when I was making my decision, like I reached out to her because I was like, okay, well if Kelsey's coming back, like I want to play with her. I like Caitlin's game. I like Aaliyah's game. Like I think this could be a fun group. And this was before even Natasha and DB. And I was like, yeah, I want to play with these young kids. Like they want to win. They're hungry. Like it seems like a good opportunity. And she says she loves like the fan support, the people. There's a perception from the outside, and yeah, there were some real life crazies that got attached to what was going on. But the people that are true Indiana Fever fans and fans of basketball, they show up and they cheer and they support and they respect the game and they respect the players associated with it. So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
I know Kelsey Mitchell since the day she walked in here, and she was one of those special people. Too? Yeah. I love Kelsey Mitchell. The only thing is, her and I disagree on what kind of chili we like because there's a chili Cincinnati and there's.
Having a disagreement about chili is crazy. I wish I would have a conversation with who I rock with on here. Man, let Pope come on here talking about hey Connor, what kind of Pope? I mean, what kind of chili? No, we are not arguing about no chili, brother.
He's a gold star in Skyline. I'm a Skyline. She's a gold star. So we fight over chili.
Oh
but
my God.
That's the weird things that we have. We got to wrap it up. But I want to. It's so good to have you here, and you're going to be that. When you look at teams, and it's like it's not all about like the stars. There's the people who just get it done. You're almost like a glue. You're almost like a glue that you need whether you're doing going back to the A&M, whether you're working in a garden and the little hoe thing breaks and you need the glue to fix it. Then you got the garden and then the mechanical stuff. You need the glue.
Yeah.
You could be like a glue. You could be like an Elmer's.
I like to try to
You could be an Elmer. I'm gonna call you Elmer.
That's my nickname.
Maybe
We
call
just
you
came up
Elmer.
with it on the show.
Elmer, the old lady.
Take off that last
Take
one.
the old lady out. Okay, I just call you Elmer, like the Elmer's glue.
I like it.
And you can be Little E Elmer, and I can be Big E Eddie, A-E-N-E. Big E and E.
Quick with it, man. I
think we got a podcast or a movie or a morning show or something in the works.
I'm down
You know the digital people are going to see this and go, hey, Those two are magic
They're
together.
gonna be licking
And
their
we can go
chop.
national. We could be playing like, hey,
I told you,
like
I'm
you
down. You
play
know,
Eddie's being dead serious right now.
all over
pitch
the
me
world,
on it.
right? Let me get, see, I can't ever say goodbye to these things. Gotta wrap up. I gotta.
So look, man, we could be looking at a future co-host and a host here, right? So I'm excited. Obviously, Sydney, she's gonna be a household name with the Indiana Fever. She's very funny. She's gonna make you laugh. She's gonna knock out these interviews. She's gonna have a lot of funny clips. She's gonna be that glue, like Eddie stated, and that's kind of what the Indiana Fever need. Obviously, last year you could use like an Erica Wheeler to be in that role that Sydney was in. I think Sydney might bring a little bit more of the culture when it comes to championship, coming from the Aces and being a veteran and things like that. And her being in a later season in her career, um, I believe she's just going to be locked in, really ready to get another championship, right? So, great addition to the Fever. I could literally watch Sydney right now do interview after interview just because she's so funny. And I understand what happened last year, but come on, guys. I mean, let's move on, and just continue to support our girls. Just continue to support them, and just be ready for the season. I think Sydney, like I said, I don't know her role exactly, as far as like minutes and things like that, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna get some playing time. She's going to be that girl comes in, maybe calms down the offense a little bit in a situation, maybe a defensive presence, depending if there's someone out there. She does have 6 fouls, and she's going to have to use them sometimes, depending on who we're playing. Just kind of set that tempo, set that aggression. Like, hey, we're here. We ain't backing down to nothing. We're tough. She's going to have that tough factor. She's going to have that locker room presence. And I'm really looking to see how she mentors Caitlin. I'm really, really looking to see how she's going to mentor Caitlin Clark. I think that's going to be her main project this year as far as the team goes. I think her being that leader for Caitlin. And Sophie says this a lot. Like, Caitlin's a great player. You don't have to lead her in a way to where it's like, get in the gym, put in the work. But there's certain mental things that Caitlin Clark still needs to work on. She's not a WNBA champion yet. She needs to learn some of these things, how these girls are going to play her, what the coaches are thinking, what the defense is thinking, especially when we get to the playoffs. So, just excited. I think it's going to be a great year for the Indiana Fever moving forward, and I'm looking for a championship this year, 100%. So, let me know what you guys think about the interview. Like I said, I'm sorry if the quality and things like that are a little off, or the video shape or anything like that. My software was reset, and I need to fix the settings. So, I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. I'm out.